One, two, three. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Hunyah Show. Today, we are discussing International Men Day 2021. Often we hear about women empowerment, but we don't hear a lot about men empowerment. Today on the Hunyah Show, our guest is the founder of the president of Voice of Men 360. Voice of Men 360 empowers men and empowers community. Every November is Men's International Month as well as International Men's Day. Shiva will be talking about initiatives by Voice of Men of 360 as well as International Men's Day. Welcome, Shiva.
Thank you, Hunyah. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
It's a pleasure having you. And I know you do a lot. Okay, so for my first question, Shivam, I know Voice of Men of 360 has done many different community initiatives. What is the mission and vision behind Voice of Men of 360?
Well, before I start to give more details on that, I just want to give a brief introduction about myself. My name is Shivam, as you said, and also about 3 years back in 2018, November 19, that's where I had an opportunity to listen or meet the person, the founder of International Men's Day, Dr. Jerome Singh. He's from Trinidad, Tobago. And while I was listening to his speech, that's where my inspiration or influence came to me in my mind that I really wanted to do something, because I was literally going back my own lifehood, childhood, and every aspect of my life, and then thinking, oh, men do have problems. That's my inspiration started. So that suddenly I said to myself, I really want to do something. I want to contribute something, that I can do something. So then I had a brief conversation with Dr. Jerome. Then my life started from that journey, and from that moment actually. So
that's impressive.
Yeah.
And how did like Voice of 360 Men started? Because I know you do a lot of things in the community. Like you've recently done the indigenous drive based on their needs and all that, based on the reserve. Like, what is this all about? I'm curious to know.
Sure. Thank you for the question. Actually, so last year, everybody knows that during the pandemic, I was so active on social media, but something came up, and then I decided, you know what, I want to delete all the social media. It's too much to handle. So I deleted every account on LinkedIn, and I had about 15,000 followers, and on Instagram and Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, everything I deleted. So after 14 days, I talked to Jerome, and I really want to do something. That's where I started this initiative. That time we didn't have that name, but I created a group on Facebook helping boys and men. That's where I started. But later on, around end of June or end of August, we registered that this organization, Voice of Men 360, officially registered as a non-profit organization. So basically, what we want to do is that the vision is to improve gender relations, uplift the disadvantaged, provide life skills, and empower men and boys throughout Canada. And the mission actually creating a more peaceful and harmonious Canada by promoting positive male role models for boys and men. Collaborating with
that's interesting. Because often, what I know is, because of news and because of some things, we don't see gender equality much. It's usually that it's women that need to be empowered, but at the same time, we don't look at men and their factors at the same time too, right? Because with me, me and my brother, we all run our own things, but we empower each other. So it's like he has his own business, so we like to empower each other two different ways. So we have in our mind that we have a goal that we do, but we try to help each other, because it should be having good gender relations.
Of course, let me finish this line, and then I will come back to you. I want to add a couple of things to your comments. Collaborating with progressive men's organizations, NGOs, and relevant government officials to provide a suitable platform for discussions on masculinity and gender relations. So this is our vision and mission. But for your comment, I want to add one thing that when we talk about gender equality, always it is misrepresented or misunderstood. What I mean by that is that when we say gender equality, and always only one gender comes to our mind, which is a woman. There's nothing wrong with that, but the media or over the years, the political or any over the years, what happened is culturally or anything. It is only men. I mean, women has to be empowered. That's the way we understood, because women for many years they haven't, or they didn't have any freedom, or they were kind of struggling so many challenges. We understood that, we understand that, everybody knows. But when we talk about gender equality in nature, if you empower only one gender, and then if you left out or leave one gender, I mean other gender, then there's no equality. There's no gender equality actually. So it doesn't balance. So you have to uplift, empower both genders, or whatever the genders nowadays. You had to uplift all of them. So that's the way we have to have that. We can have the balanced gender equality in our society. Otherwise, it's going to be one is 70%, one is 30%, or 20-80. So it will be it won't be balanced. So it's going to be very struggle or very challenging for not only current generation, but also future generation too. So that's why we have to have an open discussion and understand what's really the meaning of gender equality. Go
I
ahead.
agree. And moving on to my next question, Sivam, I know International Men Day is coming in November. What will be the theme for this year's International Men Day, and why is it that International Men Day is not advertised as compared to International Women's Day that is in March?
Well, even though IMD, let me share the 6 pillars from IMD, International Men's Day. That's really
Yes,
important for our discussion today. The six
yes,
pillars of International Men's Day. Number one, to
yes.
promote positive male
Feel
role
free to
model.
share the screen.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
I have given you the access.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. The 6 pillars of International Men's Day. Number one, to promote positive male role models, not just movie stars and sportsmen, but everyday working class men who are living decent and honest lives. Number two, to celebrate men's positive contributions to society, community, family, marriage, childcare, and the environment. Number three, to focus on men's health and well-being, social, emotional, physical, and spiritual. Number four, to highlight discrimination against men in areas of social services, social attitudes, expectations, and law. Number five, to improve gender relations and promote gender equality. Number six, to create a safer, better world where people can be safe and grow to reach their full potential. So these are the 6 pillars. If you say it in one word, it will be the well-being of overall the well-being of boys and men.
I
Basically, that's
agree.
yeah. So for your question, it is the theme for this year is creating safer environment. Even though it is, I mean, any industry or any place you take, how we can have a safer environment, or how we can create a safer environment. So these are the, I mean, the theme is very important for this year, especially if you take a look at the working or labor market. I would say like a 60
And
or
the
70.
frontline workers, I think they are the ones that are targeted the most, because it's the men who are who are mostly on trucks, and then they are like working and doing all the shipments. Like they're the ones who are actually providing all the women in the health sector all these things for the pandemic, and we've seen it throughout in the news and all these things. And moving on to my third question is, Shivam, what advice would you give to someone who want to go in the same field as you?
It's very interesting question. Thank you for the question. Remember, I said the influence I got from the person, the speech. So not only the speech, but also when I met him, it's very humble, say, simple man. But also you have to ask yourself, what's what do you want to do in your life? It can be like until you have to have an inner church, inner calling, right? So it will, once you tap into that search, so you have to keep searching always. So you have to keep asking yourself, okay, you know what I want to do in your life, what is meaningful to you, like let's say whatever I want to do, like becoming uh, running an organization, or becoming a doctor, or any kind of position or
Because I
occupation.
see you have like many different roles in the community. I've noticed that with many different hats the way you're describing. So I'd like to know about all of them.
Well, I'm volunteering with a couple of organizations. Also, I donated around 60 or nearly 60 times blood donations, and also a couple of other things I am doing. But this one, as soon as I started Hunyah, this organization, and so far we have done over 250 shows, mix of everything, right? Monthly webinar, or a single one-on-one, or anything, you name it. But once I started this initiative, I couldn't even sleep. I couldn't even stop myself, because
It
that's
takes a lot
how.
of number of hours.
Right, but what I'm trying to say is that once you tap into that inner calling, or mission or vision, whatever you name it, it will take you to the next level. See, within the 1 year period, we have reached, I would say, like more than 60, 70 countries around the world, and we have a lot of contacts right now, and everybody wants to connect with us and work with us. So these are the things, and then we have a board, and then we have over 2,500 members in our Facebook group. So these are the couple of things that I personally witnessed that how things can turn into in a very short period of time. Like if you really tap into your mission or inner calling. Once you found that inner calling, it will take you to the next level.
I agree. And even for like a person myself, like I've been doing a lot of things lately, right? And it's like the more you do, the better it gets each time.
Yep. Yeah.
And my last question is, Shivam, would you like to share social media handles? Where can viewers find Voice of 360 Men, and which platforms are like is Voice of 360 Men available? Like Facebook, Instagram, you name it.
Everything, yes, we do have it. Voice of Men 360 Facebook, and also website voiceofmen360.org, and of course Facebook. We have a page and group. I can actually quickly share with you.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, feel free to share. Yeah.
Um, so
Yes, I giving you the access.
yeah. So if you can see the
Oh, that's amazing. I think I'm also a part of this group as well. I recently joined it just yesterday.
yeah, see all the activities that every day, almost every day we have activities, and every month we have activities. Say this is one indigenous peer-to-peer support group is coming this Friday, and also open up. There's a show called Open Up. It is on Wednesdays and Sundays, and this is a monthly men's group meeting. And
That's
also,
amazing.
yeah, and also this is the one I'm talking about. This is going to be in the evening today at 6 p.m.
I will tune in for sure. And
So
I
we,
see that that you do also do a show on YouTube as well. I see it sounds very similar to Hunyah Travels, although I'm still learning
yeah,
my way through like how to run a show. But yes, The one, because I noticed like when you did Madan Chauhan, like he was on YouTube at the same time, Facebook at the same time,
Yeah.
all these places. That just sounds interesting.
Yeah. See, this is the one I'm talking about. Here we have around 248 videos. See the Voiceover 360 YouTube videos. So whenever I have shows, it will be live on YouTube and Facebook at the same time, though. So we had a last year celebration in terms of, let's say, 2020. So things like that, we have a panel discussion and other form of activities. So
That's amazing.
yeah,
And okay. So
any social media, whoever is on LinkedIn or Instagram or Twitter, even
Facebook,
TikTok, Facebook. Most of our activities are on Facebook, but even we are on TikTok too. So we are
oh,
everywhere.
that's good.
We kind
And
of
I see most organizations they're going towards TikTok now because I think TikTok is like a go-to in a way.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
We are
thank you
actually working
everyone.
on.
Yep.
We are working on that too.
I see. I recently got TikTok about a few months ago. I have about 200 and about like 80 right now. So I'm still trying to grow my TikTok. But anyways, thank you everyone for watching the Hunyah Show with Sivam from the founder and president of Voice of 360 Men. Be sure to follow Voice of 360 Men as well. Make sure you get in touch with Sivam and make sure you tune into November for International Men's Day, as well as be sure to please share, like, and subscribe to Hunyah Travels. Stay tuned for the next episode of the Hunyah Show. Bye, everyone.
Quickly, just one minute.
Yes.
So this year we can have a different kind of celebration, International Men's Day. From November 13th to November 19th, we can have a 1 week, a week-long celebration with every day different host will be hosting the show, 90 minutes.
That sounds so amazing.
And we're going to have a different or variety of activities and shows each day for 90 minutes. So that's what I just wanted to share with you guys. So thank you very much.
Everyone, make sure you tune in from November 13th to November 19th, right?
Yes.
For a week-long celebration of International Men's Day from Voice of 360 Men, and be sure to follow Voice of 360 Men on all social media platforms, and as well as be sure to get in touch with Sivam if you'd like to take on any of the community initiatives by Voice of 360 Men. Also, be sure to tune into Hunyah Travels and the Hunyah Show for the next episode coming. So bye, everyone.
Thank you.